Good morning.
And welcome back to the channel. It is currently 6:25 on a Saturday morning in Banff, and today we are climbing Mount Rundle.
Bit of a tough one, I think.
Yeah, so obviously we've wanted to do Rundle since we moved out here. It's one of Banff's most well-known and famous mountains. We literally see it every day when we open our curtains.
Yeah, it's literally
our
at the
room.
view from our apartment, isn't
Yeah.
it?
So yeah, that's today's plan. We're currently just walking to the start of the trail. It's a 1k walk from the Fairmont to the start, just down the golf course road. And then from there we've got a 15-kilometre in and out hike, just over 1,700 metres of elevation. We believe it's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a very steep one as well.
Yeah, I think the first part of it, the first half or 3/4 is just a through the trees hike, a little bit of a zigzag through the trees, and then when you get out of the trees it's very open, a lot of scree and rock, and yeah, it's a bit of a scramble to the top and a very steep incline. So we've
got a few friends who have done it
Yeah.
and have said like it's probably one of the toughest ones that they've done, but also because we do see the mountain every day, it's definitely one we didn't want to not do.
Yeah, exactly. So we believe, well, some people have said it's took them 6 hours, other people have said it's took them 10 hours, so we're just going to see. As long as we make it up and back,
That's all that
counts.
matters.
Because again, we know people who've started it, got so far and then turned round, so fingers crossed that's not us and we can just power through. I mean, we do love hiking, but at the end of the day, we aren't professional hikers, we aren't athletes, so some people this might be easy, but to the average Joe like us, it'll probably be one of the most challenging ones that we've done. So
Definitely.
yeah, but we are excited. Once we get to the top, the views look incredible. I think it's 2,948 metres to the peak. So yeah, a challenging but exciting,
Yes.
however many hours ahead. So it's been a sunny few days in Banff, which has made a change because it's been such a wet summer, but the last 3 days have been great. Till last night it rained and thunderstormed again, and I believe we've got rain coming this afternoon, so that's why we are kind of not apprehensive about doing it, but we just wanted to try and get out early, to get back as early as we can, because I think midday it's going to rain, so we might get wet on the way back down.
Which is fine.
Which is fine.
I would rather just get it done with. It's supposed to be quite dry this morning, so hopefully we don't hit any rain this morning.
We would have set off earlier, but obviously sunrise isn't till 6:15, and I don't feel like walking through this in the pitch black
In
dark.
bear country.
Yeah, so that's why we've waited a little bit. But yeah, fingers crossed we can get up quickly, get back quickly, and avoid the rain as much as possible. And we're off to a bit of a boggy start. Dan's got a hike and poles at the ready. Yeah, we borrowed hike and poles off one of our friends. Nearly went. They recommended. I haven't got any. I only managed to get one pair, so hopefully I'll survive without them. But if it helps her getting up and down, that's good with me. She's a little bit apprehensive, I think. I've been watching some videos.
It's more there's a real, like right at the end, it's such a big, like rock scramble. That's what I'm nervous about.
That's what she's nervous about. But yeah, we've watched videos, which I don't know if that's helped us or hindered us. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll be fine.
We'll be
We'll
fine.
have done worse anyway, so it's all good. So I believe it's going to get up to around about 20 degrees today, which isn't too hot. It has been a little bit warmer in full sun the last few days, so thankfully it won't quite be like that. But we've both got 3 litres of water each, bottle of Gatorade, so hopefully we've got enough fluids to last us.
Yeah, we don't know how long it's going to take us, so we needed to be prepared.
Yeah, we've got plenty of food as well. The backpacks are a little bit heavy, but it is what it is. Just adds to us, you know. As if the hike isn't going to be difficult, you know. My legs are sore as well. It's Saturday, I ran on Thursday and the quads are still in bits, so we used the massage gun last night, but yeah, it's going to be it's not ideal, it's not optimal for this
And tomorrow, I'm sure we're definitely going to be feeling it.
Yeah, we meant to have an 18k run tomorrow, but if it's up to her,
That ain't happening.
yeah, I don't think we'll be doing it. We'll see how we feel. But I'm always super sore after hikes. I don't know why. And you're not too bad.
No,
But
your legs just seem to take longer to
Yeah.
recover.
I think it's a male thing. Obviously, females can endure a little bit more volume when it comes to training and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just think I'm not built for high volume stuff. So that's what we'll put it down to. But we'll see how we feel tomorrow. Bit of a makeshift sign. We're heading up there. So I believe this is the easiest part of the hike, but the camera does not do justice just how steep this actually is. It's going to be a challenging one to do. We are 2.3k in. Obviously 1k was walking to the trail, so just over a kilometre. We're both sweating. Yeah, I'm extremely hot already. I'll take this coat off. The knees are feeling it.
Just take it one step at a time.
We'll get there. Jackets are off. We're both sweating too much.
Too much.
I had obviously like a waterproof soft shell on, so it's like wearing a sauna suit. So yeah, I'm soaking already, which isn't ideal when got limited water, but it is what it is. Dan's been bitten by mosquitoes twice already.
3 times.
Sorry, 3 times. Doesn't matter where we go, she always gets bitten. I never
Everywhere.
ever
Whether it's a bite
get bit.
or when we were in Hawaii, I got bloody stung by a wasp.
That as well. She's just the unlucky one out the two of us, bless her, but
Must be tasty.
must be tasty. So yeah, it's a beautiful morning. It's peaceful, it's quiet. It obviously is a popular hike, but with it being challenging, you know, it's not like there's hundreds of people doing it. We haven't seen anyone so far, but obviously some people go for sunrise and things like that, so we might pass some people along the way. I do apologise for being out of breath, by the way. I know it's not great breathing like that in the mic, but it's hard work walking and talking. So looking on all trails, it actually looks like the majority of the hike is through the trees, at least the first 3/4. So there's not many views, unfortunately. You can just see tops of mountains and things through the trees, but there's not a lot. There's not a lot going on, so yeah, the views won't happen until we come out the trees, hit the rocks. There's a section called the Dragon's Back, which is like the sketchy section, but we'll be fine. It's not like it's a razor sharp edge or anything like that, but obviously it's shaped like a dragon's back. Middle section and then a drop at either side, so we'll look forward to that part. So we're almost 3.5k in, and we've just reached the switchback section in the forest. So I think there are 12 switchbacks in total. So yeah, little zigzags just to help with the steep hill. But yeah, how we find it?
So far, it's obviously steep. Like, it's hard work so far, but I think the worst is yet to come.
Yeah, so we've 4.5k total in 68 minutes. So far so good, not too bad. But yeah, again, this is the easy part. I think the last scramble part's going to take about an hour and a half at least. So
Another 4k to go.
yeah, literally 3.5k in. Another 4k to the top. And you can just see the sun hitting the mountains opposite us. And my wife has left me. And right over there is Sulphur Mountain. I don't think you'll be able to see on this, but that's where that's the gondola station. So that's where you get the gondola ride up to the top of Sulphur Mountain. So we're not even as high as Sulphur yet. Still a long way to go. Also, if you're using all trails to plot the route, don't search Mount Rundle, search Rundle 1. That's the peak of Rundle. You'll also see Rundle 2, 3, 4, 5 on there, but that's obviously different peaks along Mount Rundle, because Mount Rundle's something like 15 kilometres long and runs from Banff to Canmore. So yeah, search Rundle 1 and that'll take you to the highest part. It is from the west side of Rundle, like towards Banff town. That's where we start, and that's obviously where Rundle 1 is, and the peak of Rundle. So yeah, obviously if you are in town, you can head towards the Fairmont and then head towards the golf course, and it's literally 500 metres down there. On your right hand side is the start of the trail. Again, I apologise for the deep breaths. It's not the easiest thing in the world, trying to hike a nearly 3,000 metre mountain while talking to the camera. Quick pit stop. That's all the 12 switchbacks done. And there's a view. You can just see the Fairmont. But yeah, you can see how low the clouds are. There's a bit of an inversion this morning, so the rest of the sky is clear and blue.
It's covering all of Banff town. You can't see the town.
So we're looking forward to the view at the top. Should be a good one.
Beautiful blue skies.
Yeah, 5.6. So that's 4.5k. Three more to go. So we're still in the trees. We've hit a bit of a steep section, so Dan's unleashed the hiking poles. I think this is the start of the end.
It's very hard to tell which way to go.
Yeah, just at that canyon part we weren't sure. But if you just looked across the canyon, there was a little arrow that Dan spotted, so otherwise we were a little bit puzzled. I was using all trails, but the connection isn't great, so yeah, we think that we are back on path. Two hours 15 minutes in since we started. 7.8k. Looking at our all trails compared to our watch, not quite lining up, so the watch should say 8.5 to the top, but I think it's gonna be more like 9.5, so about 1.2 to go.
This last bit is hard.
We're at about 2,200 metres of elevation. So there's about another 750 metres to go over the last 1.2k. So yeah, that's how steep it is. We're still in the trees. Still haven't gotten out of them yet, but we are definitely climbing. You see the views in the background. We are definitely getting higher. I'm soaking wet. Dan's
just surviving.
Just about surviving. I feel good. My heart rate's at 140 at the minute, so
you don't want to know what mine is.
Yeah, I feel fine. But obviously we're just taking it nice and easy and making sure that we do get to the top.
Just taking it one step at a time.
We'll get there. So we are just now making it out of the tree line. Turning around, there's a Dan. And there's the peak. That's the first time we've seen it since we set off, so it doesn't look too far away, but it's going to take a little while, I think.
It's going to take a while. Beautiful views though here.
Yeah, the views are stunning. So let's just see how beautiful they are when we get to the top. 2 hours 30 minutes done.
Not too bad.
I think we can get there before 4 hours. That's the plan.
Yeah.
We'll see. Two hours 48, and we've made it to the Dragon's Back. So I'll flip you around. That is this big lump here. I think it goes further down, but as you can see, it's just a drop that side, and it's a drop that side as well. So I don't know, it's probably getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. It's probably 25 feet wide or something, yeah, 30 feet, something like that. So it's not like a sharp edge, but this is the part that people see as the sketchy part. But so far, this part, it's like solid rock, whereas further down, just after the trees, it was a lot of scree, so it was super slippy.
Yeah, super
So
slippy.
hopefully it's like this all the way, at least over this part, and it's a little bit more stable on feet, but we're getting there.
We're 8.83 kilometres in, but I don't think we're 200 metres away.
Yeah, like I said, I think the watch and all trails aren't quite lining up, so I think we've got about a kilometre to go, maybe a little more. But yeah, we're getting there. And yeah, you do have to rock climb when you're doing this, so be prepared. That's the Dragon's Back complete. Now for the final scramble. It's now all little stones, scree again, so it's super slippy. Take one step forward, two steps back, but 3 hours, 10 minutes done. We're getting there, we're still moving. Can't tell you how much sweat just came out of me. It's so hot, it's so humid. But nearly done. We're struggling.
Big time.
Dan's having a breakdown. 3 hours 26. But we are getting closer. So we are 3 hours 50 in. Says we've done 10.1k. The peak is literally behind us. We've got like 400 metres to go, but we were hungry, so we've sat and had lunch. And this is the view that we've got. Probably not the best place to sit and have lunch. We literally sat on a ridiculous incline. I'm hanging on for dear life, but yeah, not the smartest move, but we were hungry.
This is awful.
It is tough. Dan's struggling. The last 500, 600 metres has just been an absolute scramble. Again, you can't.
It's just rocks are falling from underneath you. Like,
Yeah, you're literally sliding.
you can't even put your foot down because the rocks just slip from underneath.
Yeah. So it's not the easiest thing. It is pretty dangerous. I'm fine, but I just worry about Dan. I don't really care about me, but I know she's struggling, so we'll have lunch and then we'll see how we feel. I mean, like you say, the peak is literally there, but
I don't know if I can do another 400 metres of that scramble. It's so tough.
yeah. So
Like, I don't even think the camera will do it justice, but we're literally sat on a slope. Like, it's crazy. I honestly don't know how people do it.
so we'll see how she feels, whether she wants to continue or turn back around. Yeah, it's not the end of the world if we don't do it. We'd rather that she was fine than push ourselves. So we'll finish lunch and then we'll see where we're at. Dan's found our second wind and we've decided to continue. She said she would regret it if we didn't, but obviously I don't want to have to regret doing it, but we're getting there. We've bumped into some people that we work with at the Fairmont, so we've joined them. And it's a final push. The views are beautiful. Still a bit of a scramble, so I will catch you hopefully when we get to the top.
You see it? Holy! If you just come right here, the idiot, and look at that rock right there. Yeah. There's a rope tied around it. Nice work, good. Well done, team. You gotta touch the fact.
Thanks, guys. You got me back up there.
So you've got Cascade over there, which you can't see, and then that side is now completely covered in cloud, which I'm not complaining about because the legs were going when I looked over the edge. But yeah, it's super cloudy. The view that way is beautiful, but the clouds have rolled in. So we are going to head back down. It is 11:15, so yeah, 4 hours 10 minutes to get up, which isn't bad. Let's see how long it takes to get back down. It is going to be very technical, a lot of scrambles, so if we don't record much of that is why. It's the safest option. I have no idea how steep this is. The camera does not do it justice. We've made it to the trees.
Finally. Got a war wound.
She's bleeding. 5 hours 19 minutes in. 13k done. A long way to go. And we are almost back. We're on the flat now. Nearly at the start of the trail. 6 hours 50 minutes moving time. Yeah, we've got about 1.5 kilometers to go.
Nearly there.
Nearly there. It's a tiring one. It's just so warm, the sweat's pouring out of us, but we're nearly back. Home sweet home.
So it is the next day. We didn't finish off the vlog yesterday because we were just absolutely exhausted, weren't we, when we got back?
Yeah, we came back, jumped in the shower and just chilled.
Yeah, had a big meal.
We had a lot of food to refuel and we just crashed. Yeah,
It was a long day.
It was. We were out a while. I'll put on the screen now. But I think all in all we're out like 8 hours or something, or just under 8 hours. So yeah, it's a long. It was a long day out. How was it?
We survived.
Dan does actually want to apologise.
Yeah, I was not on the vlog hardly at all yesterday because honestly, that was no hike for the wicked. That was extremely hard, I found. Not necessarily physically hard for me. It was quite scary. That's the only way I would explain it. When every time you took a step, you were taking 2 steps back because you were literally slipping with the rocks. So I was finding it quite scary. So the last thing I wanted to do was pick up the camera and speak to a camera. So yeah, Ross did take over that role. So I do apologise for not being on it very much yesterday, but I was literally just trying to survive.
So for me, overall, I thought the hike was good. I enjoyed it. I probably found it less difficult than Dan did. Like, yeah, I was sweating. It was just so hot and so humid. But like, physical wise, apart from like the technical scramble and the walking up and just falling back down and taking 3 steps and coming back down 2, like, we kind of done it at your pace, so it was.
Ross is a bit of like, he likes speed, so he wants to get up and down as quick as possible.
I find it more difficult to walk slowly than I do quickly, if that makes any sense. I mean, it doesn't, but yeah, so because we're going at Dan's pace, that was like an easier pace for me, so it was like a chilled 6 out of 10 hike. Like, my heart rate was low. I found it fine. But obviously I didn't mind doing it at your pace. Like I say, it makes it easier for me. But I think obviously you were getting scared. Like, there's 1 or 2 narrow sections, and yeah, it was a bit of a nightmare. I think once after the dragon's back, we hit literally the final ascent, I guess, kind of where we stopped and had lunch, which was a strange place to have lunch, but where we stopped and had lunch, we kind of were off the trail. We were trying to follow all trails, but obviously it looked like we were a little bit right of the trail, but at the same time you couldn't really see a trail.
No, it was really hard to identify the trail. So we were obviously slightly off. So the last kind of 400 meters to the top, we were trying to climb like a sheer.
It was just screed.
It was just a sheer wall of rock.
Yeah, so it was a bit of a nightmare. You just on hands and knees, literally scrambling your way up.
And every time I put my foot on, I couldn't get a grip. So once we actually found the proper trail,
it was
I
so
could
much
make
easier.
it to the top.
Yeah, like it was more compact. There wasn't the loose stuff.
Yeah.
But obviously she was just stressing out. You were glad that we'd done it in the end though, because
I really was.
If we didn't bump into the other guys that we work with at the Fairmont,
I would have quit.
We would have turned back around, which I was fine with. Like, obviously, I said it was completely up to her. If we didn't have to do it, like,
I was just, I couldn't go any further than where we were at that point of where we sat and had lunch. Like, I physically couldn't get up any higher. And then when our friends from the Fairmont were there, they were slightly more to the right, left, slightly more.
Still doesn't know left and right.
Slightly more to the left, and actually on the proper trail. So when we actually got onto the proper trail, it was like 10 times better than the place we were at. So any advice? Stick to the trail.
Yeah, we didn't go off the trail or purposely
get off the trail.
If you've done Rundle, you'll understand. It's not like it's a walking trail where it's like, oh, it's so obvious. It's like
there is literally one way to get up on that last bit, but it's not obvious that that's the way to get up.
No, it's hard to explain. I mean, the camera probably won't pick it up because I guess we didn't vlog much up there because, like I say, it's a scramble and you're on all fours. So, but we managed. We made to the top, and once we got to the top, the views were okay. Like, as we got there, the clouds did start to roll in.
It didn't rain, so
thankfully, yeah. It was last night when we got back at like 6 p.m. It absolutely lashed it down, thunder and lightning and stuff. So that's why we did go out early to avoid that. There was people going up at like 1-2 o'clock in the afternoon, so they will have gotten caught in that, which is wild.
I wouldn't like to try. Not necessarily getting up, but getting back down in the rain with slippy rocks. Yeah. I would have been terrified. I personally came down just on my bum the whole way down that rock section. I was just on my bum because it was the safest way to get down.
Yeah. So if you are going to do it, we do recommend choosing the right day. It is hard to plan in Banff because the weather lies, it doesn't know what it's doing, but trying to plan it correctly and just be prepared because you have to be. But overall, I wouldn't say it's like, again, we are average Joes who are probably just slightly fitter than the normal person, I guess. We aren't athletes, we aren't like these wild hikers. Yes, we run, we are gym fit, if that makes sense, but it doesn't mean like we're necessarily hiking fit. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's for everyone.
No, and as I say, not even necessarily fitness wise, but scared wise. Like if you are
heights,
like afraid of heights, and like it is sheer drops down either side. So that is definitely something to keep in mind.
Yeah, when you get to the top as well. I don't know if there might be a clip in the vlog. I didn't want to get too close to the end myself, but yeah, obviously one side is more gradual, the side that you walk up, but the other side is just a sheer
cliff
drop. Yeah, so at the top you do have to. I mean, you have to be careful everywhere, but yeah, it is a bit of a scary one. But no, it is still physical. Like, it is
a lot of climbing.
But it is very steep. Like,
very steep.
It's a good amount of elevation over a short distance. So
the first kind of 3-4 kilometers, we was like, oh, this is easy. Like,
why does it take people so long with flying?
Why does it take everyone so long? And then the last kind of,
it must have took us 2 hours to do 2K or something.
Yeah, because it was, again, you'll see clips, but you was literally physically climbing with your hands to get up. It wasn't even walking.
I don't think I put many clips in when it was scree, to be honest. It was more when it was on solid rock because it was just easier to video. But yeah, it was good. We've done it. We won't do it again.
No, definitely will not do it again.
Dan won't be doing it again anyway. I would do it again. Like,
I've done
it. yeah, it's done. Like, I don't need to do it again. But
The only other thing, when we started, we did say that All Trails had said it was 7.5k from the start of the trail to the top. It actually ended up being about 10 and a half, 11.
Yeah, so basically the trail, the 7.5k trail starts from next to the Wallhouse pub, like just at the bridge of the golf course road at the Fairmont. So we have literally like another 500 meters to there. So it should have been like 16k, but we done over 20.
Yeah, I think it was nearly 20.
My watch died. I'll put my thing in, but yeah, my watch died, so that stopped at 19 something. But yours was just under 21 or 20 and a half.
Yeah.
So yeah, All Trails must be out slightly.
It was a lot longer than
yeah
than we thought.
It was further than we thought.
We kept saying, "Oh, we've only got 1k left, or we've only got this much
Yeah.
left," but really, we ended up doing nearly 3k further each way than what we anticipated as well.
So. But overall, it was. I mean, it's the highest hike we've done by a heck of a long way.
Hardest one ever.
We've done the Yorkshire Three Peaks, which the only thing that it was like 43 kilometers. The hike, we were out 9 hours, so that's the only thing that we can compare it to. But like the highest mountain there's like 800 meters or something. So yeah, it's not comparable. But yeah, it was it's probably the most difficult one we've done. But I expect it to be a lot harder.
I'm glad it wasn't any harder because
it was good. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad that you powered through. I was proud of that. We got there in the end. A few breakdowns, but
I did have a few breakdowns. I must admit,
there was a little bit of.
There was, as I say, it was more just.
She was scared, yeah, and fear. It's hard because like I was trying to help her, but at the same time I couldn't because like I'm hanging on to the same rocks that are sliding from underneath us, so like I can't really do anything. But
yeah,
apart from reassure her that like even if you did start to slide, like you're not sliding very far. It's not like you're sliding off the edge. You're sliding literally straight back down where you might slide a few meters, but that's not the end of the world. But I guess it is like still a scary feeling because you're just unsure
of what's gonna fall.
Yeah,
and I think now that I've actually come down the mountain, you see it from a different perspective as well. Like coming down, I knew I wasn't going to fall because the way in which the mountain was, you're not just going to fall off the edge.
Yeah.
Whereas going up it, I didn't realise
that any of the edge.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but also we thought by getting to the top and finishing that was the hardest part done. Actually, probably the hardest part was getting back down again. More physically, like our knees were really sore because coming down was so steep. We was putting a lot of pressure into our knees. Yeah, the
impact on the knees. I've always been like that. I've always had bad knees walking downhill and stuff, or walking like downstairs and things. So like, yeah, today we are a little bit sore. My quads are sore, and knees are sore. But yeah, I would rather walk up it twice than walk up it once and down. Like, yeah, it was tough and more taxing on the body. But
yeah, we thought, oh, that's the hard part over. But actually, getting down that steep section was probably even harder almost than climbing up. So yeah, definitely something to keep in mind if it is a hike that you wanting to do.
Yeah, again, we would recommend it, and for us it was one that we have always wanted to do. Like I say, we see it out the window every day. I see it at work every day. Like it's there.
Yeah,
it's a one that people say, oh yeah, you have to do it. So it's done. On to the next one now.
On to the next one.
So hopefully this video has helped you and make the decision of whether you want to climb Rundle or not climb Rundle. Yeah, hopefully it's made that a little bit clear and give you some pointers and tips on how to do it. So hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Once again, please like, comment and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one.
See you later.